Hey, do you ever receive messages on LinkedIn from people trying to sell you their product or services? Do you believe it actually works, or would it work to sell your product or services in particular? Hi, I'm Carolina Bond. I've been in cold sales for over 10 years, and in this video I will share tips and tricks and easy life hacks how to make your cold messaging on LinkedIn work. So whatever your goals are, booked meetings, calls, to sell or demonstrate your products, find potential partners, find a job, or any other possible goal that could be reached with cold messaging, watch this video until the end to increase your chances to reach this goal. For the last 10 years, I've been helping large and small brands with their online presence and with their cold outreach through LinkedIn and email to do sales, find strategic partnerships, book meetings and calls for their products to be featured on blog posts, podcasts, and offline events, and a lot of other different things. So I've collected top critical mistakes that make your cold outreach on LinkedIn fail, and also tips and tricks how to fix them and reach your goal. So mistake number one, a lot of different articles and videos are focusing on writing the perfect copy, finding or creating a perfect template for your message, as if there could be like a perfect template that would work all the time for all industries, all different types of services and products, which obviously does not exist. So focusing too much on the copy, you're missing out the first stage, the research stage. So let's say you've got a list of your potential prospects, the people who you will write to. No matter if you bought it or built it yourself or delegated it to someone else on your team, you need to get a super clear idea and deep understanding and be aware of the answers to the following questions. So who your prospects are, what their responsibilities and roles in the company are, what their potential pains and challenges are that would ideally be solved by your product or services. By answering to these questions, you will get like a very large part of your copy already done. I'll talk about the ways of building this list of prospects and other possible options to get it if you don't know who to start your outreach towards. This will be in my next videos. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel and not miss it out. So in most cases, cold sales are not a numbers game. Of course, it depends on your product or services, but chances are high the number of your potential prospects is not unlimited. So you don't want to ruin the potential prospects and contacts by not making it clear to yourself about their pains and have a really good understanding what is going on in their company. So a lot of sales reps start sending cold messages straight away with skipping this first step. Second thing before you start is just double check and make sure your own LinkedIn profile is looking fine. So you have an appropriate profile picture and updated details about your place of work, your product, your position. Please share in the comment if you agree with this or not, but I've heard this a lot from sales reps all over the world. They tend to remove sales from their position on LinkedIn because a lot of people don't really like it and they don't open messages from people who have sales in their position. If you believe this could have any effect on your outreach, try putting something like new business or business development or head of partnerships or something else like customer relations, something other than sales. And make sure you have some posts or publications about your product on your page so it doesn't look like you just started yesterday or today and decided to send out random cold messages to someone on LinkedIn. Let's have a look at how other people do it. This is just a few messages I got during the last couple of days. Hello and best wishes for the day. And where is my name? Obviously looks like a super cold random message that could be sent potentially to anyone in the world. And the person didn't even take any time to type in or copy paste my name. Why would I ever pay attention and read further? And then he sends a follow-up message, also just hello there. Like, why would this ever work? This may sound super obvious, but here's another message from the last couple of days, and the person starts without saying hi, tries to play a trick with my attention by some catchy opening line, right? There is nothing wrong with trying to intrigue your prospects, but make sure you just follow basic, polite rules of humanity. We're people, not robots, right? When the first two steps are ready, you can start sending out the connection requests. They have a limit of 300 symbols, so it should be short but clear. So normally that would go like, hi, name, insert the name of the prospect, introduce yourself and your product. You can include a link to your website if it's helpful. For your connection message, make sure to include a clear reason why you're reaching out and why it can be interesting for them. For example, you saw them at the event, some conference, or you saw them at a rating and you believe your product would be a fit for them. For example, one of my last projects, we were doing cold outreach targeted for Webflow agencies, offering them to try out a landing page builder based on AI. Because it's integrated with Webflow, one of the first lines were, I'm reaching out to you because we designed a product for Webflow agencies that would help them to cut their production costs and increase sales, blah, blah, blah. And there should be your unique selling proposition. I would highly recommend not to use one specific template, but just build your own, covering these aspects: name of the prospect, introduction of yourself, your role in your product, the reason why you're reaching out, and the value that your product can provide for them. Hi Carolina, I would like to talk to you about a potential cooperation. I have launched over 6 startups during the last few years. I'm working on a lot of projects for my clients, and that is all on my LinkedIn. So I have no idea what potential cooperation this person is talking about. Another good thing you may consider is including the name of the business that your product is for. If it's not relevant to your particular list of prospects, you can skip this step. In a lot of outreach campaigns that I was leading, we were reaching out to entrepreneurs. Chances are high they may have more than one business running at the same time. So please double check and make it clear, and try to include the name of the company, the business they work for that you're referring to. Once you start sending out connection requests and they get accepted, you're ready to start your outbound LinkedIn campaign. I will talk about this in more detail in my next videos. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and stay tuned. And together with the outbound LinkedIn campaign, you can follow up the same prospect by email, but making sure you come up with the right copy for email so it doesn't look like spam. I will talk about this in my next videos as well. Hi Carolina, I'd appreciate if we could connect, okay? They're pretending they're not gonna sell anything to me, right? Then thanks for accepting, have a lovely day, okay? And then suddenly he wanted to share something with me. I mean, people are not idiots, right? It's okay if you reach out to someone offering something, a partnership, or buying your product. There is nothing embarrassing or weird about this. LinkedIn is a business platform. People are supposed to reach out to other people. This is why there is no sense to pretend in the first few messages that you're not trying to pursue any specific goal, because after you send the next one with your specific goal, this would just look awkward. Subscribe to my channel and I'll share tips and tricks in my next